Still talking about Christmas. We have joining us in the studio now the CAN chairman, North Central, Reverend Jonah Samson. Many thanks for joining us on News Extra. Reverend, Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Christmas is celebrated globally every 25th of December. But let's look at the significance of the day.
Very crucial, because when we talk about the significance of Christmas, we try to reflect on what Christ has accomplished in our lives over 2,000 years ago when he came, born as a baby in a manger, and he came with a message of salvation. In his ministry, he proclaimed salvation, and ultimately that's the reason why we celebrate Christmas. It's a time of joy. It's a time to extend this joy of salvation we have gotten from Christ to other people. It comes also with love, because for love, Christ came to give his life and also to share with us, so that today, being born again as Christians, we also, while celebrating Christmas, we share this same love with other people. He also came as light, to the world. And it's expected that we also reflect this light to people that are out there, that they may see Jesus in us and then glorify our Father in heaven. So it is very, very significant why we celebrate this Christmas. And beyond just the celebration, let's ensure that these virtues we are talking about, we've seen in Christ, them, so that others, we know that indeed we are born again, we are children of God, and also reflecting the image of Christ, whom we are serving.
You have said the same thing like we've seen in our previous reports. Peace, love, humility, of course, is the message this season. But beyond the celebration, how should we, as Nigerians and of course Christians, practicalize this for nation building?
Basically, as a nation, you look at ourselves, we're of different tribes, different culture, different background. And a season like this is a time we should be able to help people know that we are one as a family. Not minding your religion, not minding where you're coming from. Let us come together as a family and be able to work, be intentional. Share this love wherever you find yourself, either in office, in marketplace, in our business. That's how this nation can develop. We should try to stay away from those things that divide us. And above all, to be able to help in developing this nation, let's be patriotic, let's be intentional. Those things that will enhance the development of this nation. Stay away from corruption, stay away from other things that will not glorify God as a child of God. And then we should see how we can bring unity, and this nation will remain what God desires it to be. I have hope, and I'm confident that Nigeria is a great nation, and Nigeria will continue to be great.
I agree with you, Reverend, of course. But on the final note now, because of time, how would you expect Christians to celebrate Christmas? Because, a lot of people are talking about what to eat, what to drink, and where to party. Is that how Christmas should be celebrated?
Well, it's part of it, because it's the season. People rejoice with their fellow ones. You see many traveling here and there. But besides the eating and the merrymaking, I think we should be kind to one another. This is how you are to celebrate Christmas. Show some kindness to your brother, to your sister, even within the neighborhood. Extend hand of fellowship. If you have food and another person doesn't, extend hand of fellowship to them. Visit those who are in the hospital. Pray with them. And in so doing, you are showing the love of Christ. To me, this is the best way to celebrate Christmas. Beyond words, let our words be accompanied with action, because greater love has no one than this, that a man laid down his life for his friend. So while we celebrate traveling, rejoicing with our friends and our brothers all over the country, even beyond the shores of Nigeria, but above all, the bottom line is that let the love of God be seen, be practicalized in our lives.
And of course felt by the next person. Many thanks, Reverend Jonah Samson, for joining us on News Extra. Of course, Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure.